Now, what I will tell you up front is that the first 3 steps might seem a little basic. It might even seem like overkill, but I'll just ask you to trust me on this. Skipping them is how teams end up wasting a lot of time on a story that doesn't actually meet SOE requirements. And I will personally attest to the fact that I've made this mistake myself. So step 1 is to read the SOE statement carefully. So each magnet source of evidence has very specific language about who must be involved, what kind of outcomes required. And so my recommendation here is to actually highlight or underline the key terms in the SOE to really make sure that, as you set out to align a story, that you are aligning it with the correct SOE criteria. And so here are some things to look for. Who needs to be involved? Is it clinical nurses, nurse managers, interprofessional team members, etc.? What kind of outcomes required? Is it a patient outcome, a nursing outcome, or is it open to maybe an organizational outcome? Now, step 2 is about verifying that all of the elements are actually in place. So now that you've read your SOE statement and you really have a clear understanding of what Magnet is looking for, the next step is to identify a story within your organization that fits the SOE criteria. Now, as you set out to do this, ask yourself, does this story fully align with the criteria of the SOE? Do I have the right stakeholders involved? If I'm supposed to show a patient outcome, do I have the data to back it up? Now, step 3 is about defining and verifying your data set. So once you've identified a story within your organization that fully meets the SOE criteria, you verify the stakeholders, you've got the right outcome involved, now you're going to take it a step further and actually outline and verify the outcome data to make doubly sure that every single detail is there. In this step, you're going to make sure that you have, of course, at least 1 pre-intervention data point and that you have 3 post-intervention data points. And then, of course, that those post-intervention data points also demonstrate a positive trend. Also, I want to mention right here is please keep your Magnet manual handy. I still refer to mine daily. Magnet has very specific requirements when it comes to the reporting of outcome data. So always refer back to your manual.